Hello, Mr. Mzahura Edwin.
Yes, how are you?
Can you please tell us what you do and whom you work with?
Well, I'm Edwin Zahura, as you said. I am the head of marketing and PR, Uganda Tourism Board. And our role, mandated by Parliament, is to market Uganda for tourism. That's internationally, regionally, and domestically. Yes.
With the competition coming from all over East African countries, what steps has your department taken to see that you are on top of the pile?
First of all, Uganda is a distinguishable country in a number of aspects. We have the big five, of course, the wild, but also have the special two. You'll probably be interested to learn that Uganda has the highest density of any primates in the world, the Chibale National Park, and also have the mountain gorilla, 3/4 of which actually are resident and endemic in Uganda. We also boast of over 1,200 species of birds that are found in Uganda. But most importantly also, we have very pristine culture. We have the snow-capped mountain, which is astride of the equator. So we are not short of what show in terms of attractions. As far as competition is concerned, we are really not threatened by competition at all. As I said, we're a very distinguishable destination that has its own attractions that are attractive enough. What we need to do, and we're doing as Uganda Tourism Board, is position our country as a safe country, visitable country, and we are proud to say that just within about 2 months, we have gotten about more 3 airlines who have come to Uganda because of the traffic that is actually increasing to Uganda. As you may be interested to learn, Turkish Airlines has just opened office in Uganda. Qatar Airways opened last week, and Gulf Air is actually in Uganda next month. All these airlines are coming simply because we have increased traffic. Our destination is deemed, as you may have heard, we have been voted by Lonely Planet as the #1 destination for 2012. I mean, we have beaten destinations like Cuba. We had and everywhere. We have beaten through a destination like Denmark. And in Africa, we have been voted as the globally #1 destination for 2012 by the biggest social network for travelers. So for us, we have hope and believe that regardless of the competition, we still stand out as a very attractive destination that is going to attract so many people.
What steps have you taken to help the private companies who are in business?
Yeah, we have had a problem there because our private sector has been small, and of course, you know, in the 70s and early 80s, Uganda was the #1 destination in East Africa and almost Africa. But then, of course, our turbulent past, we had a problem where we have now private companies that are trying to generate capacity. It's our role as Uganda Tourism Board to support them. As a matter of fact, we book the space here, as you can see, and they come and exhibit here. So we're trying to make sure that the cost per company is not as exorbitant to them, so that they can afford to appear at so many exhibitions as they can. And how are we doing that? It's through lobbying more funding from government to increase the budget support for Uganda Tourism Board, so that we are able anyway also to support the private sector in turn, but also to improve their capacity in terms of marketing, really. Because it's not good enough to have stand and exhibitions. We must improve their capacity in marketing to be able to market, have professional presence, have visible presence, but also most importantly, as Uganda Tourism Board, we are engaging agencies, PR and communication agencies all over the world who can do for us, continuous visibility and presence in this market. So that by the time the private sector come to do business, they actually are known and the destination Uganda is known. You'll agree with me, even in UK here, sometimes Uganda appears strange to so many people. They actually don't know where Uganda is. And we think if we have PR companies, if we do more appearances, more interaction with media houses like yours, then we shall be able to do a service to the private sector, because then it will be easier for them to make sense for business.
What do you expect the tourism industry to be in the coming 10 years from now?
There's no guess about this. There's no second doubt about it. Tourism is the best opportunity and the biggest sector probably we can focus on as a country and turn our country around. Our National Development Plan, the NDP, has placed tourism as a sector number 3 in our economy that can actually help turn around the economy and alleviate poverty. That is after agriculture and oil. But I can assure you, and I bet you probably do research, find out. Tourism could actually be bigger than even our oil that was discovered. Why am I saying that?
Where have you got those statistics?
Yes,
that you best
I'll just give you some examples. We are spending less than $300,000 per year to market our country. But even with that little investment, we are getting well over $800 million, close to $1 billion out of that small investment. So imagine if we just invested about $15 million in marketing this country. I mean, you'll be sure that we can be able to generate well over $5 billion per year. And we are expecting about $2 billion from oil per year. So there's no way, and I can assure you that the trickle-down effect of tourism is not comparable even to the oil industry. Because guess what? When an airline flies from London to Uganda with tourists, they pay taxes, they buy crafts, they use fuel to move around the country, they use airtime, they sleep in hotels, hotels buy beverages, they buy vegetables, they buy food. So the trickle down from tourism is actually felt and the impact is visible back home. So we think that if we focus on tourism, and I can assure you that 10 years from now, probably, God willing, Uganda will be the #1 destination in the huge Eastern Central Africa.
What advice would you give to someone who would like to enter the ministry?
The industry?
The industry, yes.
The industry is a simple one to enter. We have concessions set properly. Uganda Wildlife Authority, who are in charge of our national parks, have clearly laid out concessions and investment opportunities. Uganda Investment Authority has also investment opportunities. The ministry has earmarked some land that can actually be used for investment opportunities. You also don't need so much investment. You alone can start a tour company now and join Uganda. You will come and shall give you a license. You need less than $100 to start this company in Uganda. And my call is, especially Ugandans who are living in Europe, who are living in UK, to come and invest in this industry. The opportunity is available. We have the attractions. You live here. You can start small companies that encourage Ugandans and even Europeans to actually come to Uganda. And guess what? You can see some of these English people who have come to Uganda making millions of dollars. It's interesting how much people don't know that these two operators you see here are actually millionaires. By me looking at them here, most of them own lodges and they're actually making very good money out of this trade. So I am thinking that if you take it as a priority for investment, you only need a website, you need an office, and we don't ask much. You can come, even if you don't have the capacity to start, we could advise you how to make meaningful joint ventures and partnerships that can help you start a business.
Thank you, Edwin, but we shall end on the note. Can you please introduce yourself again?
Well, I said I'm Edwin Muzahura. I am the head of marketing and public relations, Uganda Tourism Board, and my job is simply to market our lovely country, Uganda. Thank you so much.
Put your hands together for Dr. Dolly Bondo. Dr. Dolly Bondo. Dolly Bondo. Roll it, DJ Epman.
Yeah. She said, she's DJ, she's. That song was sung by a prostitute. She was marketing herself that for her she's cheap. Play that tune, DJ. She said, Wallahi, she said, Dolly Bondo, she said, sis, you know that's one thing I love about music. But anyway, before you go to music, there is something I've noticed with the prostitutes. Have you know Bachiga naturally are rude. You find a Muchiga prostitute, my friend. You're the customer. Hi, madam. How? No, come back. Yeah. How are you? Can you know Gura? Nya think we end up on both. Or you masawo? Those are the what? Bachiga. Now Uganda, Bambi, for them they are very disciplined. When a customer comes, imagine she's here. Can I say so? Those are the Baganda. There is one thing I've noticed also with the animals. Do you know an animal called a sheep? Endiga. Those animals originated from Busoga. Yes. Don't laugh. Those animals originated from Busoga. How did I tell? When you're taking a sheep for grazing, bifonga mwangu yo bichuza. Oli abadde afa nawe ojasekerawo. Now when you're taking a sheep to graze, it will refuse. Right? You take it but it's not going. When you insist on it, it will tell you in what? In Lusoga. Bah. Bambi Basoga is known that by name Putu. People just misunderstood them. Now Basoga, one day there was a meeting of tribes. Now, to make the matters worse, the MC was in Uganda. And the only language they had to use was Luganda. So the guys kept on calling other people Muje. So when they reached to when it came time to call the Basoga, the guy still used Luganda, Moje. And in Lusoga it means go. When they told them Bana Basoga Moje, Abaganda Batu Chawa. They went. Sekabaka Mutesa. When he went to Busoga, Bambi was welcomed. People started dancing, doing what? The guy was so happy. All of a sudden he smiled. A certain Musoga in a distance said, Ayo yasini kaga ino ni kabaka. But now I was still on animals. You see a pig. Pigs, originally, they were living in Saudi Arabia. But Muslims didn't love pigs, for the reason I don't know. So they kept on killing them, beating them. Now, these animals got so disappointed, they had to migrate. They left what? Saudi Arabia. When they left to the neighboring countries, still these guys were killing them for what? For meat. Now, even up to now, pigs have a feeling they are hated. If you think I'm lying, you one day get close to a pig, it will pretend it will want to get some kebi with you. It will pretend like you've said something and it has not heard. When you get close to a pig, it will say, Like it's begging for what? For pardon. Now, there is something also I've noticed. This is with a goat. For the goats, you know, this only men can tell it. You know when you're in love, when you're in love with someone, there are some crazy things you can do. Like you have 10,000 on you, you go with a woman in a bar, then you tell her, Bakuech, you know you have 10,000. You be specific. Yes. Other than this thing of after she has consumed the whole 10,000, these are the guys you find on the way. Kalemame, Yazimbala Bonita Yatuta, Vana Valley Seconds of Comedy Bazivo, Lavanze now with Uncle Day, Johnny Zabate on the car. It's better you tell someone. I think it's better you tell someone you are your job. Muna and Simato, you will on your ampola. So that she knows every sip she takes is a footy pity. Warawa boda amanyanti buli mumiro gwanywa olwo rusamba. So for the goats, the only crazy thing they can do is to change their language from the goat language to English. How? A goat, when it falls in love with another, and one thing I love about them, they take their things slowly. This is what they do. Pale ya bukadde munana njisifamiza wa. Sasudde mutwalo. Now I'm beginning the sekako. Fenda bahanga batubanja rent. Ne goli munyifu. Nzira manje emyezi egi. Goli wa mwezi gumwate ebwayisa. Nusu kasanvu sekaguma. Oba ina kudde guma. naye ate olinaanyegaayi munno kyekisinga okunzesa. By the way, when you see a man seated next to a woman, manya either kibaazo we oba mukazi we. When you see a man seated with two women, this is what happens. Kali kiki ekibasesaawo? Mbuneeyo joko. Now this is what happens when you see a man with two women seated next to him. This is what, just know, this is how it came about. Hello darling, you're what are your comedy, what are your kings of comedy? Tugende tulabe bakafu.
Baliwa.
Ku theater la Bonita.
Kale. Tugende tukikule.
Just know that is the whole what? The whole story. Back to the goat. Abulamba ina. Temumpona. Akanana kagenze. Katutetenkanye ebbiri oba nzazimalayo oba abalala banajja simanyi. Now for the goat. When a goat sees a female goat, the first thing it does, I don't know, how do you call oxia in English? Sealing. Dayoba nje fizizo. Manya bakubba. Uobo ina ripoti changuwa. Mama wange amanyi mutabani we ali mu kibuga akola laba byendimu. Kale yali ayagala mbeere musawo waddala neeraba obutasoma buno muweerera abaana. This is what the goat does. When it sees a female goat, it will do what? See her. Wabula wobeedi master ng'oli wano dduka buddusi kuba bagenda kukuba enjezaabwe. Now it sees how. Nga mwetegese nnyo. This is how it does. That is what? Sealing. Abulobolo oluzungu mwalujewa. Now, when it sears, like you know, female creatures, they show off. The sheep goat will pretend like it has not done what? It has not hurt. It will see again. Now, when it refuses, like you know, for the ladies who have passed by border guys, most of these border guys are so stupid. When a woman passes by, he touches the what? The bum. Now this is what the goat also does. And that is how it speaks English. It comes close. Bebe. Bebe. Animals. Era omutwalo teguweddeeyo bannange. Muddeko ewaka ne balandira odi babalabeko. Hayi mzungu. Hayi somebody. Ate ddaga mwana fuwa olwongero ono. Ate nga nakuba namupitu olwo singa gwe nakoma munnya wandindabye. Olaba owa pitu ndwogera ntyo. Now before I go, no guy ampadde ebintu bingi kamwogereko gasindava wano. There is one thing I always ask. You know when you're with a woman, there is a way she praises you. Right? Now there is something I ask myself. How is it for this gay system that has just come into existence? How do those guys praise themselves? Just imagine a gay. Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Dolly Bondo, the Gifted Fool. Thanks for being such a wonderful crowd.
mbategeeza bamaama bonna. Mubutuufu tolina duplicate, tolina duplicate. Mama tolina sente, mama tolina saabu, oh naye omukwano gwa mama tegusangika. Mama wati mwana nnyo z'okuba omuntu era wakola bingi okundabirira. Yenze ndikuwaki mama, mama ndikwebaza nta omukwano gwa mama tegusangika. Mama azuukuka n'ekiro ensirirwe zisse, mama natewana bambi nabika. Wakiri yatunula nakesa gwe weebaka emirembe, oyo ye mama, mama atasangika. Mama wange mama, oli mukwano gwange mama, mama tolina duplicate. Mama tolina sente, abaana tolina saabu, oh naye omukwano gwa mama tegusangika. Malwaliro tebatuzaalira bingi ebibatuukako, luno olutalo lw'okuzaala bamaama balufiiriddemu. Naye era maama ne bw'aba ava mu bulamu bw'ensi, olulaba ku kaana ke maama agenda simayiringa. Ye maama abeerawo paka ku ssaawa esembayo, we bagambira ab'emikwano nti embeera etweraliikiriza. Mama yaleeta Katonda n'akwata we benyinyala, yakuba omulanga ng'alaba abambi otawa. Mama wange mama, mama oli mukwano gwange, mama oli mukwano gwange, walera n'owetali mama, mama tolina sente, mama tolina saabu, mama naye omukwano gwa mama tegusangika. Oh mama mama, oli mukwano gwange mama, 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 oyo ye mama, oyo ye mama, abange omukwano tegusangika.
Muse pia. Hey, never will see Tunyama Kituro Pina feel the same in my single life. Never wanna see Tunyama Kituro Pina feel the same in my single life. I will never do it again. I'm sorry for breaking your heart. I will never do it again. I'm sorry for breaking your heart. Brown is red, is blue, is pink, is white, is green, is feel the same. Brown is red, is blue, is pink, is white, is green, is I feel the same. Baby, I'm sorry. Never wanna see you broken out again. Baby, I'm sorry. Never wanna see you broken out again. Baby, I'm sorry. Never wanna see you broken out again. Baby, I'm sorry. Never wanna see you broken out again. I cry. When you cry, baby girl, don't do it again. I cry. When you cry, baby girl, don't do it again. I don't wanna see your tears falling. Baby girl, nena tina cockpit. I don't wanna see your tears falling. Baby girl, nena tina cockpit. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, I feel the same. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, I feel the same. Baby, I'm sorry. Never wanna see you broken out again. Baby, I'm sorry. Never wanna see you broken out again. Baby, I'm sorry.
How can I say I know you so, and I've never talked to you? How can I say I love you more, and I've never seen your face? How can I say I love you, Lord, and I don't know how you love? How can I say you are the one, and I've never talked to you? To you I am addicted, addicted, addicted to you. Addicted, 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 addicted. I am addicted to you. I am addicted to you. I am addicted to you. I want to know you more. Addicted. I am glad I have fallen in love. Jesus Christ, I'm addicted to you. No matter what you do, you won't get a civil money.
Salabedi Forex and Cargo are proud to sponsor the Uganda Vision Program. Contact us if you want to send cargo or transfer money to loved ones in Uganda. Call us on 0208 884 4060. Contact us if you want to send cargo or transfer money to loved ones in Uganda. Call us on 0208 884 4060. Tunasanyuko bawuliza no bawereza.
I'm from Kampala.
What about him?
He's from Lira.
And what about her?
She's from Marua.
And what about them?
They're from Apache.
What about you?
I'm from Majumani.
What about him?
He's from Masindi.
What about her?
She's from